Hey, you are watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. I did a reading earlier, but my mom had she kind of had like a dementia meltdown in the middle of it, and it ended up getting cut short. And so I figured I would just do another one because when she starts coming, she'll be like, Hayaku, Hayaku, which means hurry up in Japanese. And once that starts happening, like, it's really hard to get like a clear message. So that's so funny. Like, right when I said clear message, this is what popped out. Clarity. Pretty beautiful. Okay. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, oh my gosh, this is the third reading in a row. Power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. That's the third reading in a row where that's come out. So it's just like dun 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 dun. But then we got like divine masculine, electric active power. And it's interesting because it's like this sword of truth almost. Like it's just sort of like, and then that's followed by clarity, which is planning and releasing illusion. Like seeing a clear path forward. I love this. She's got this fierce look on her face, and she's like an eagle. She's like above the fray. That was a reading from a little bit ago. She's above the fray because she has a clear vision of how to move forward. And it's like time for action. It's time to take the reins. And underneath this, we have courage. So it's like, it's time to take control. It's time to seize the reins. It's like you now see the path forward, and it's time to just go forward. So interesting. So, okay, so I'm going to go with the Light Seers. Let's see what we get for that. Because I've got this Priestess of Light and I've got the Light Seers. So it's really, I love this combo. And it's like all about sort of like channeling the power of the light towards your highest destiny. So I feel like the messages are coming through really good. And like, you know, like that theme is really coming out. It's sort of like, okay, so like if I'm relating this whole situation to the Ukraine crisis, because I feel like there's, like they're really demonstrating the energy that's out there right now, but like, it's like they've just been taking all these hits, just like hit after hit, and it's just like totally out of line. It's just like ridiculous, and they've just been taking all the hits, you know, and it's just like kind of what I'm getting from this is it's like, no, now it's time to turn the tables because it's just wrong. And it's like, you know, it's like you don't want to be wrong too, but at the same time, like there's a point where it's just sort of like enough is enough, you know, like like there might be like a clear vision now and a consensus on how to move forward. Okay, so this was in the reading from yesterday, and it's the Eight of Swords, and it's a card of fear and anxiety, which is like underlying, and underneath it is heartbreak. So this is like, there was a reading and it was all about like being at rock bottom and there's nowhere to go but up. I'm gonna link it here. And that's kind of like the thing, like this is where Ukraine is. It's just like they don't deserve it. Like it's ridiculous. It's like there's nowhere to go but up, and now it's like time to like take control of the situation because they're in the right, you know. And so then I have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is like financially abundant, like you've got your money lined up, you know, like you've got your resources together. This is like a harsh truth, like the truth is on your side. The bird. So it's like time to go to work. 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, like, you know, relating it to the Ukraine crisis, it's like they got all their weapons together, they got all their funding, you know, they've got all the stuff they need. The truth is on their side. And now it's time to just like go to work, you know? It's like time to defend themselves. And then underneath we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is like a loving, nurturing, financially abundant queen right under the King of Pentacles. So this is like a divine connection. And it's interesting because that fell right under like this divine masculine time for action. And there's like this, and what's really interesting too is because we've been having this, like all these readings where the Queen of Pentacles has been showing up, and like there was one called Defending the Motherland, and it's all about like how it's like divine feminine power like coming into balance. Like that's another reading, because you know, like this whole thing is a battle of resources, of the earth, of Gaia, you know, and like it's like all this distorted masculine energy has been like exploiting it, you know, and it's just like that relationship of the masculine and the feminine needs to come back into balance, because it's time, you know, it's time for that to happen, because this whole era of like exploitation and like distorted masculine energy, it's like time for it to end. And so it's just like we see the path forward, we're manifesting the future, and it's in alignment with the truth. And so it's time to go to work and like break up. This is like a blockage. It's like dissonance. It's like sort of like not seeing a path forward, like because you're kind of blocked, like you have sort of dissonant emotions or conflicting emotions, you know, but like it's time to go to work. It's time to take the reins on that and take control of the situation and move through this fear and anxiety towards whatever's next, what's coming down the pipe. I'm going to go to Everyday Tarot and pick a couple cards, and then I'm going to go to the Sacred Queen of the Moon Oracle for final messages. Okay, so at the bottom we have the Six of Pentacles. So things are coming into balance. It's like there's a lot of options. It's a little confusing, but we're moving into a new era, and it's good. Happiness, abundance, fulfillment. We have the clear vision. It's time for things to change, and they're going to change. So, all right, finally I'm going to pick from Queen of the Moon Oracle, but this is good. It's like movement, clarity and movement. And oh my gosh, I've never gotten that one before. I think that's a good sign. Okay, so at the bottom we have blossoming. This is good. We have abundance. The Hunter Moon. Never gotten this one before. Fell on top of the King and Queen of Pentacles. This fell on top of that. This divine connection. And, you know, the King and Queen of Pentacles is all about abundance. So it's just sort of like this balancing of divine feminine, divine masculine union is like, that's what's going to create abundance going forward. We're creating a new beginning. We're blossoming. This is beautiful. It's like the union of divine feminine and divine masculine, and we're clearing out the distorted energy. We're moving into a new beginning, and we're creating, innovating new frontiers. Looking good.